welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. The plan today is to finally get the Daleks in their new home. It's a long story if you don't already know it. I'm going to tackle some chicken wire. That's another story if you haven't already seen the videos about that. I also need to cut down my kale, which has gone to seed. That's going to have to wait. I'll show you what I've managed to do so far, and yeah, let's crack on. Right, so I have dug out as much of the compost as I can and tried to level it. Sorry if you're hearing all the wind. It's windier than I thought it was going to be today. That's where it's been going, and yes, I need to fix the front of that, and I'm aware I keep saying I need to. It's this time of year, isn't it? We see all the jobs that we haven't done yet. So I'm going to get the wire, and put down a few layers in different directions to make the holes as small as possible. Well, that was fun. You can imagine how well that went. So that's the kind of thing I'm thinking. I'm not taking all the grass off, that'll rot down. So I'm going to trample over that a few times, and I do have pegs to hold that down. And then I'm going to put another couple of layers over it at angles. So you see, like this little ratty mousy thing won't get through. That's the plan. Look at that. Marvellous. Part 2. Feeling strong. Sort of. Oh, Lord. Oh, this stuff is heavy. There you go. Oh, don't ping on me, don't ping on me. That's not bad. Right, I'm going to fold this bit over, because that's sharp as hell. I don't need to be dealing with that. Hold it enough. Get another length. Come on, you bugger, you. Busy. You cut wire, my friend. Wish I'd known that the first time. Hallelujah! Oh, that's hard going. Peg down the first bit anyway. Hopefully. Oh yeah, that'll work. Bingo. Give me a job that doesn't involve bending, for goodness sake. Right, so that's the 3 layers. And I've tried to zigzag it. So let's see if I can show you here. See? So that's the kind of thing I'm going for. So that we ratty mousy guy cannot get in. So I'm going to put the Daleks back on. And ow, oh, sharp. And then I'm going to empty all the bags of crap into them. Right, door. One door. Where's the other door? Ah, I found it. I knew there was another one. Again. Right, I've got a few things to show you. I am delighted to say I've got my early potatoes in. The second earlies, Charlotte, I did keep quite a lot. They're home, these are my homegrown ones. I didn't buy any seed potato this year. If this works, because it worked last year and I did a couple, so I'm doing all of them homegrown. I'm not buying any, and if it works, I'll not be buying them again. I just want to try and save a bit of money. I've got 2 left. I'm going to put them over there, and I'm saying that because the rows I've got here, I've got 1 full row and then 2 kind of half rows, and that'll be enough for the earlies. But These are the parsnips, which did not come up last year at all. I got very poor parsnips. If you did see some of my winter videos last year, you would have seen that. But I'm not going to take them out. I'm going to leave them to grow. And I think there's plenty of time. I don't think they're going to go to seed because, like I say, they didn't grow last year. So it's not like their second year. This is their first year. So by the time all these potatoes have grown and they'll be harvested before these even come out. And the rest of this patch, apart from where onions have decided to sprout, but the rest is for the main crop, potatoes. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. Here's one of the other things I wanted to show you. My broad beans that I put in very recently. If you were here, you'll remember I put them in and I wasn't sure if they were going to make it because they'd kind of half died. I'd left them to dry out and I gave them a real good soak every time I've been up. And look at them, they're growing. So I've kind of rearranged the canes today. I'm just using old battered canes, so I really need to get new ones. But I have a plan for that, which I'll show you at some point in the future. But because I am very accident prone, I use these. If your kids have ever had a ball pit, these are fantastic for cane toppers. You know, the ones you buy, they tend to be green. I don't see them. These I see. So that works for me. Now come on, I have something else to show you. Right, in this, it's just like a big bit of piping, and I know it looks like it's not very big. That goes way, way, way down. Okay, it really does. I've put so much wood chip round it over the years to try and keep the weeds away. Actually, I'll keep them because they're dandelions, I use them. But in here, I have put in Jerusalem artichoke. Thank you, Terry King, who sent me some Jerusalem artichokes. It was very, very, very kind of you and I really appreciate it. And I promise you, Terry, I'll look after them. I haven't put them all in here. I've put some in a big tub in the garden as well. And I'm so excited because I've never grown them ever. So thank you again, Terry King. You're a champ. Okay, so the Daleks are in. We have put not all the bags in yet, but quite a few of them. I've covered up the wire at the bottom with some of the wood chip that I had in that bin, just to make it look a bit better. They were quite wobbly, but as we've started to put stuff in, they have settled. Now you see this one at the end. I put stuff in it and then I realised this thing's just, it's a goner. So I'm not going to use this one. There's a little in it. What's in there? There is a little bit in it, but I think I'll remove that and just get a new bin. Because you always need more, don't you? So I'll put the lid on these two, but I just thought you'd like to know that I nearly fell down a hole. Thought you'd like to know that finally, that saga has concluded. Well, that's another visit done. It's getting a bit cold actually. I've given everything a good water and I'm feeling optimistic. God, can we say that? Dare I say that? I'm just, you know, when you've had a whole lot of jobs on your list and you finally get them done and you just want to go, yippee! That's how I'm feeling just now. I haven't got everything, and you never get everything done, but the bins that you're currently resting on, they're done. I've got one here, like I said, I'm not going to use that one, so that's okay. I've got the early potatoes in, I've got the broad beans are growing, and I've got the string round them with the wee top things on. What else? Yes, I've watered the onions that are growing that I put in last time. I won't show you them because, you know, it's just little onions and dirt. You don't need to see that. What else have I done? Yes, the Jerusalem artichokes. They're in. And yep, we've started weeding the top bit, which will have all the squash, courgettes, and well, not all of them. I tend to just plonk them in wherever I can find a space. But like I said, it is getting cold. It's definitely coffee time, I think. So if you have stayed to the end, thank you very much. I do appreciate your company. Check out the links below. There is a link to the blog if you want to come along and see what I put there. I also do a podcast if you don't know about that. Come along and see what that's all about as well. So yeah, that's it for this one. So thank you for joining me. Until next time, you take care of yourself. Cut.